Hi everyone. Well, here we are with the review on this Manitowoc 16,000 in the Dealco livery. I'm going to start out by saying how much I love this crane. And I really, it's not necessarily the 16,000, it's the livery on this crane. I was going to do this outside somewhere else, away from all the other ones, but this yellow is awesome. There's the yellow on a typical lever. There's a couple of levers right here next to it. That's why I went ahead and did it here. You have to see this. It is beautiful, this yellow on here. I mean, I like the levers, but this yellow here, beautiful. The black boom, you know me. I love the black boom. So I don't have a problem with this little puppy. And that's why I bought it. Pretty much strictly the livery on this model sold it. It really wasn't even price or who had it. All right, let me get to the review here. Enough how much I love this thing. It just turned out beautiful. Detail, you know me in detail. We get along. I don't know what these things do, but they're on here. They're on both sides. I'm not going to turn it to see it, but whatever they do, they're there. Plus the shackles. You know me, I love the detail. Metal tracks, they make the same sound those 650s and 18,000s make. That metal sound they make. Yeah, beautiful sound. And they roll pretty good. Nice detail. It just does look very nice. Tracks came on. All these things here, which more nice detail. These are really nice etched. All four of these flip up. This was all on. The counterweights were already on. Everything was spooled. The A-arm was reeved. I just had to replace a couple of jump pulleys during shipping. So the only thing to assemble was the cab, the boom sections, of course, the counterweights, and these little itty bitty ladders up here. Got one in the front, one in the rear, and that was about it. Wasn't much to assembly. You can see it in the assembly video. Otherwise, it was just even the pendants were put together. I just put them on the top, and when I did the assembly, you saw me do it on this end. Anyway, the cab, very nice detail. This little guy, let's see if I can get it to open with something. This little guy opens. Yeah, there you go. Cab looks pretty good inside. A little bit of detail. You can see the little computer and stuff in there. It's got nice little mirrors, wipers, front and rear. Very nice detail to it. On the back, it's got all the warning and various graphics. I love this stuff. Yeah, Daddy likes this model. It does tilt up and hold its position very well. And it does swing around the front for transport, but of course you can't take the tracks or anything off for transport, so it doesn't matter. More nice detail. Although these things are here and they got the detail to them, all the hoses and stuff. Look at all this hoses and stuff in here. Oh, Daddy likes this model a lot. These things don't really work. They didn't even come with pads, but front and rear do come with hoses and stuff. It looks great. I love the detail on this model. You can see the detail on the covers in here and some hoses. There's some little bottle, a silver bottle back there. Exhaust pipes. It all adds to the detail. And yeah, that's that's a piece of paper stuffed in here because these drums don't hold any better than anyone else's. This one the same thing. It's got a piece of paper stuffed down in here. But the car body one got a little tiny fluttering break on it that kind of holds it. So it's not too bad. I haven't got that stuffed with anything. Staying down here for the detail, look at all that in there. All the hydraulics. All through this model. Yeah. I like that. We spin this around a little bit. And you can see all of that in there. Little etch walkways on the bottom. There's not much for internal bracing, just this one thing in each one, but it does have internal bracing. Gotta admit it. But all those hoses, it just looks great. And I would put these in from the boom, all the lines that come out of the boom. When it's laying down in front, put all of them in first, because once you get the boom in, it ain't as easy. Everybody else probably knew that. Yeah, sorry I didn't. Okay, so nice etch walkway here. Again, all of these flip up. Again, these came on the model. It was so assembled already. There just wasn't much to it. But you can see it does hide a little detail. There's your drive shaft. Very nice. I like this model a lot. I love the colors. I love the graphics, the details. It just does look really, really nice. Gonna move up the boom here. It's a big one. It was the tall version, 72 inch, and yep, boy, it's every bit of that. As you can see, it's above me. This is really above me. You can see my arms headed up, and I'm 6 foot. Now the good part. Look at that. I don't even have to use my cheap little insulation tie off to make it kind of look cool. Look at that, it is so bad. It just slips through there. I just tied one knot and shoved it up through there, and then bolt that little tip on. And of course the main line has it too. I don't know what that little thing there does. It just kind of flops around. It's got a hole in the bottom. Yeah, I don't know what it does. It does that, but it doesn't do anything else. The rollers work real nice. I like the metal spoke pulleys that they put on these manis. I am so fine with that. They look cool when they turn. It's very, very nice detail up here on the rooster neck. So since this is a windmill assembling Mani, I'm going to go ahead and buy some kind of, I don't know, either a nacelle or one of the blades for a load for this thing, because that's about what it is made for and what I'll use it for. So she's got plenty of detail. It does turn real good. The car body turns fine. It's a little loose and it's got a little bit of a wobble to it. A little bit. I'll see if there's something I can do about it. Otherwise, I have no complaints about this model. Again, the spoke pulleys. You gotta love it when they turn. They look so cool. All the rest of them, at least they are metal. They're all metal pulleys. This was not hard to reeve. Just a couple of them came out. Of course, yeah, there they are. More graphics on the back. Typical. And you get a good idea of the difference in the color. A little darker yellow. Boy, I fell in love with this livery quick. Too quick. Yeah, she's a nice little model. I highly recommend this thing. Mainly because of the detail. The graphics. For functionality, you gotta jam your winches if you're gonna start putting heavy loads on them. But other than that, she is a beaut. It's a good looking model to begin with. I like the 1600. Like I said, I probably wouldn't have bought this if it didn't come in this color. I was looking at a Kiewit, but he raised the price on that and I gave up on him. I got this at a fair price. And I do like it a lot. Shoot another shot back here in the back. Put the light on there. It definitely looks good. Sleek looking little crane. I would say it's outstanding. Hard to put that on it with the winches that just, I wish they put a brake on it. This just has nothing. It just has a shaft through here, and this thing here is just holding it on. You can see there's no serrations. There's nowhere for anything to even use for a brake. Now this thing did come with these little jobs, and it came with, I'll have to grab it here. It came with that. This little wishbone bar here. And it obviously bolts into the boom right here, and these go on it. But what they do is it pulls these things about that far down. Yeah, about that far down. Yeah, it looks worse for where I'm standing, but yeah, it pulls them down, and it gives this and this two different angles. And you know what? I don't like that. For some reason, I like these things to be straight. And real quickly, I'm going to show you something. This little 187 1600. Come on. It's got them right there. Now I got two sets of these. I got a shorter set of these little bars here. But they only go one place, right here. So when I put this whole thing together, the fact that it is perfectly straight is the only reason they're on there. I don't mind the support, but I don't like when it pulls these pendants down and puts a weird looking angle on them. So I didn't put that thing on yet. I just left them things hanging there for now. And I don't know. I like it the way it looks. I'll get back and get another shot of this thing so you can see how tall it is. By the way, I did stick that last boom extension in that 18,000 back there. You can see how much I had to lower the jib. Look at the angle on that jib just to get it to fit in a 10-foot ceiling. That thing's huge. This thing's nice and big. It's every bit as tall as that Cabelco, and that thing is tall with that big long jib. Love that model. All right, y'all. I say great, awesome model. I wish they'd fix the winches on these things. But hey, we learn to live with it. Aside from that, yeah, I recommend it. Good looking model. Excellent livery on this particular brand version. All right, guys, have a great day. Stay safe. Stay tuned. I've got a guy building these things. I'm going to add this on here real quick. Guy is building these cylinders in brass with a new 1/8 inch metal shaft. They're going to come complete. They're going to be real cheap. He's only doing this for the materials, so they're not going to cost very much. I'm going to do all the taking care of orders and shipping for him. He doesn't want to deal with it. So if you can come and get them, I'm in Goodyear, Arizona. There's going to be no postage or anything. And I'm not going to do any handling. Whatever the postage is to get them to you is all you pay, other than the price he's charging for the parts. When mine come, he's giving me a set. That's why I'm in a rush to go ahead and sell them for him. Not really sell them for him, because he's not going to make anything. Neither of us are. I think the big thing is everybody's got a problem with these darn things. This guy's got a fix. I'm going to get them into everybody's hands. And we're going to all get our 1600s fixed. Wait till you see these things and I explain it. It's got these with springs in them. So it'll pull this up and tension these a little bit. And all you got to do is reset your set screw, man. Wait till you see this stuff. You're going to love it. I'll do a video on it real soon. Give me a few days until they get here. He's shipping them, I think, today from Canada. So stay tuned. Have a great day, y'all. Stay safe.